Now the next we come to subunit 12.3, that is circuit diagram. So there is nothing much to explain here. You just have a table which is given there in page number 97. So you need to learn this table, because these are the symbols which will help you in drawing the diagram. So you can just practice it on your own. It is given in page number 97. There is a table given, and here then it is given that what are the things necessary to for the diagram of a circuit and the required symbols. Okay, so we come to 12.4. So 12.4 is important. 12.4 is Ohm's law. Ohm's law. Now this Ohm's law is derived from the name of a German physicist. Okay, he's a German physicist whose name is George Simon Ohm. Okay, his name is George Simon Ohm. So in the year 1827, he for the first time he found out the relationship between the current flowing in a metallic wire that is inside in a conductor and the potential difference across its terminal. So that is why this Ohm law is named after him. Now we'll see what does the Ohm law state. Now the Ohm law states that your at constant temperature. Okay, so Ohm law states that at constant temperature the potential difference, okay, the potential difference across a conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. Okay, now we suppose, for example, I take 2 points. Okay, this is point A and this is point B. This is my metallic wire, or this is my conductor, right, AB. Now if I have to this is the current which is flowing. Now as I said, whenever it is a potential difference, in potential difference is measured by voltmeter. So voltmeter is always placed opposite or to the parallel of the conductor. So my voltmeter will be somewhere here, right? My voltmeter will be here. So now if I have to find out if I have to prove the Ohm's law, what I have to do, see this is my conductor AB, and here the V is my potential difference between this point, between these points, and I is this is I, that is electric current, okay, through which it is flowing. Now according to Ohm's law, what did we learn? According to Ohm's law, potential difference is proportionate. Okay, this is proportionate sign, is proportionate to current. Now what is the form, what is the symbol for potential difference? Symbol for potential difference is V. For symbol for current is I, right? Now V is equal to Ri, where R is a constant. Okay, R is constant. R is constant, as well as it is called resistance. Okay, we will learn about this in the next topic. So it is also called resistance. R is constant, right? So therefore we find that therefore your V by I, from here we are deriving V by R is equal to R or constant, right? So Ohm's law is verified here. Now we were talking about resistance, right? So what is this resistance? Electrical resistance. Now resistance, as we all know, resistance means to oppose. Okay, that is something which happens and we oppose it. We go against it, or we oppose it. We don't like it, and it is done unwillingly, right? So similarly, electrical resistance is also the same, right? So what happens? This opposition, okay, the opposition that is offered by a conductor to the flow of current is called electrical resistance. That is, when a conductor opposes the flow of current through it, it is called electrical resistance. Now the SI unit of electrical resistance is ohm. Okay, the SI unit of electrical resistance is ohm, and the symbol of ohm is this. Okay, the symbol of ohm is this. Now 1 ohm is equal to 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt by 1 ampere. 1 volt by 1 ampere. We can also write it as 1 ohm is equal to 1 VA minus 1. Okay, we bring A up. This is V, this is A. So we bring A up and it becomes minus 1. Right? So this is all about Ohm's law. Next we come to the next topic, that is factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends.